dogs have a very elongated mandibular symphysis, so it doesn't allow us to put the film directly behind the teeth. So for these two teeth, I have to do a bisecting angle. So what I'm going to do with the sensor is I'm going to lie it flat on the floor of the mandible behind the canine teeth. So it's actually resting on the premolars on this side as well as on this side. So it makes it perfectly flat on the floor of the mandible. Before I get too worried about a bisecting angle, I'm going to take my cone and I'm going to direct it so it's centered nicely on those teeth. And this is the tooth at the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to the front, which is going to give me a bird's eye view of how those teeth are actually seated in the skull. So standing at the front, it's difficult to estimate the premolars' roots because when you look, all you really see is the mandibular canine tooth, the labial view. So sneak that gingiva back so you can have a look at the crown of the tooth and do your best to follow along what's going on with the root. So the teeth are going to the skull about like this. The front of my sensor is right here. So halfway in between brings me about here. And that's my bisecting angle. So what I'm going to do with my cone is I'm going to direct it at my bisecting angle. So when I move it, it's going to be flush with the end of the cone. Okay, and then just make sure that you're centered on that area.